All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Johnny Torres. You tuned in to HODB preview, Hot on the Block. Just wanted to thank everybody who listens in. We have a special invited guest for everybody. So we're bringing you front page news, and we're just giving you a look around the world. So I wanted to thank everybody. This episode is brought to you by Lone Star Transportation, liaison to the stars. So if you're in Las Vegas, or if you're in New York or a major city, Lone Star Transportation, liaison to the stars. And you can reach Lone Star Transportation at 347-465-9159. Also, if you're looking for financial coaching, if you're looking to get, some financial freedom, or start heading in the way of financial freedom education, and overcome any financial struggle to attain any specific financial goal or aspiration, you can reach Monica Thornton at 214-864-4734, and that's Monica Thornton, financial coach, at 214-864-4734. All right, with that said, I just wanted to thank again everybody who listens in. I want to thank Terry Avery Barrage, who's the link on this special profile for today. So I just wanted to remind listeners, if you see anywhere on the page that you can subscribe, do subscribe. And I'm Johnny Torres for HODB. All right, so we have a special guest. DJ Shotta G, DJ ScratchG, man. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me.
All right. Can you just let everybody know where you're calling from?
Calling from Atlanta, Georgia. Where it's hot all the time.
Where
call it Hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. Definitely a big place for music business and entertainment, and you're doing you do big things in Atlanta and all around the entertainment. So we definitely want to learn more about you and what you do. Can you just remind everybody how they could, find out more about you or get in contact with you for business interests?
If you ever want to reach me, it's ScratchG Shotta everywhere. Facebook is DJ ScratchG Shotta. But like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, everything is at ScratchG Shotta.
Okay. Can you tell us? Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No. It's you, man. It's you, my brother.
Right, cool. All right, thank you. All right, DJ ScratchG Shotta. Tell us a little bit more about you. Like, who is DJ ScratchG Shotta?
Well, I am DJ, tour DJ, radio DJ, nerve DJ. I'm a producer, engineer, slight manager, but I let Terry handle all the rest of the stuff. Other than that, we pretty much do everything. We have mixtapes out. We're doing a lot. I'm affiliated with Mo Thugs. For those that don't know, that is Bone Thugs and Harmony. We're under the Harmony House label, Harmony House ENT. I don't know. What else you would like to know?
Cool. Okay. I mean, very significant roles. From the radio, with what you do in radio, with everything else that's involved with your brand architecture and who you're linked up with. So how exactly did you get involved in music?
Well, I got involved in music a long time ago. One of my cousins, actually, he was DJing with Hula. They call, Hot Hands Hula, they was calling them then, from the Out There Brothers. And so they used to DJ together. And then they came in. I came over one day, and they had turntables sitting there, and they was messing with them. I was, and then I was just like, oh, I didn't know what they was at first, So then I'm just like, what is this? And then they taught me how to DJ, and ever since then it's just been progressing.
What year was that? Because a lot of these you're talking about plates. You're not talking about this, virtual DJ stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean, we carry crates of records. We had those milk crates. We had to go find crates, and sometimes we had, got to hold a couple of the mailbox crates and fill them up with records and just carry them around the shows. And that was back in 1996. I was a young buck in school still.
and even then, stuff was kind of like getting digital and stuff. But you're still keeping that tradition of that hip hop alive, and the name.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The name that you took on, Scratch, is basically a big deal. It's basically Cool, kind of how Kool Herc created, the concept of, bringing back or looping back the rhythms and then evolving into Scratch. So, do you consider yourself like a battle DJ, or like, what kind of how would you describe yourself or your style?
I think my style is I would just say is really unorthodox. Because I bring all elements of DJing to where I don't want to say I'm the fastest blender, but I'm one of the fastest blenders that you'll probably ever meet. To where I can scratch, blend, and, do a few tricks to where it'll make the show and make the crowd go crazy. And that's an aspect of, and that's just using turntables. So, like the newer DJs now, they got, Serato and Virtual DJ and Trackster, these different programs. To where if you take those away, a lot of those DJs can't DJ anymore. So, and then it's the aspect of like you bringing back like a Jazzy Jeff, like the Scratch, DJ Scratch from EPMD, like Kid Capri, like these guys are just, they elevated the DJ game to where, you have to step your game up in certain levels. But, a lot of DJs nowadays, they can't even use turntables. So it's a different aspect when you pull out turntables.
Right. I guess they kind of just put that that title in front of their name, maybe for business purposes or something. But you mentioned some really great and amazing pioneers, like Jazzy, the Fresh Prince, Will Smith's DJ. Like that guy's like an amazing DJ. Like when it comes down to like you said, like that, like the elements, Because I guess there's some guys that are more like DJs, but there's some guys that really make music out of just maybe anything that you give them. So, when exactly did this turn into a business for you? Like, how did it turn into a business?
It turned into a business when we started, escalating and start doing shows. And when we started doing shows, it just started getting bigger and bigger. Like, we started off with the little small house parties, and we went from house parties to clubs to stadiums. And so once we reached the stadium level, we started doing different shows with like different artists. Like I did shows with Usher, Snoop Dogg, and just doing those different type of shows with these caliber artists. People saw the transition, and then so
No, I'm just so glad that you mentioned that, and it kind of bring kind of like a smile to my face, or maybe to anyone who listens who actually has experienced the house party. You know, because like you
Yeah,
said, you know, it went from house parties to maybe nightclubs to then stadiums, and there's people that might have never have even experienced like maybe like a real house party, or like how we used to do it in New York. We used to miss school or go to hooky jams, and there'll be like live DJs there and stuff. But
yeah.
you know, the whole transition from a house party to nightclub to stadium, I guess it kind of goes parallel to the corporatization of the hip
Mhm.
hop, because it was corporatized. It's been corporatized, but maybe tell me, you know, do you remember? Do you recall your first house party, or what you felt like, or what did it feel like? Like, were you nervous? Like, you know, what was the feeling that you felt when you were like, all right, in front of your first actual, you know, audience? How did that feel like?
It was actually crazy because the first the first house party I did, it was my cousin's party, and it was just crazy, you know, because I was, you know, at the time I was just still learning, and so just the music selection that I had picked, you know, just had the crowd going all night. So then, you know, it just went from next, you know, and it just, you know, just kept escalating. So when your name started circulating around the city, then started being requested in some places. So I mean, it was just an experience. It's like it's hard to explain. It's almost like the first time, like if you ever do like theater. And I don't know if you watched the Tupac movie. And like he said, you know, the first time he performed in front of the crowd, he just gave him that adrenaline and put him on a different level to where he was just like, I gotta have this. And that's just how the feeling is. And the more and more you escalate it, the more and more it's like you just said, you just get that adrenaline.
Is there a favorite record that you have that you might always use on your set?
It's not a necessarily favorite record. I usually go off the crowd because, you know, like if you go with a younger crowd, they're not gonna really dig like if you pull out some Run DMC or some Curtis Blow or something like that. You know, they're not gonna really dig it. You know, they still stuck on like, you know, like 21 Savage and, you know, the younger guys. But I mean, most of the time, you know, like that '90s era is really what a lot of times now just pulls a lot of people. So a lot of the top hits from the '90s, like Pac, Biggie, that was just, you know, Jay-Z. Still, you know, he got records that you can play that you can, you know, like a lot of those records you can play right now, and just from the age of like a lot of people, the average people that's going out right now, they love it.
Yeah, a lot of great music made in the '90s. The golden era of rap, I believe that is called. And
Yep.
rest in peace to Prodigy. Rest in peace to Prodigy, who just passed.
Yeah.
And shout out to Lionel Cooper, The Godfather Part 3. You know, we're partnered up. He's actually partner of the Lone Star Transportation business who sponsors these episodes. So shout out to Godfather
Okay.
Part. Right,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Godfather.
Very cool, man. Very, very, very cool. So Scratch, I mean, when you started out, was that your original name, or did you have a name before ScratchG Shotta?
Yeah, I had well, it was DJ Smooth then,
Okay.
and And I went to go get it copyrighted, and I'm looking down the list. There's like 50,000 DJs named DJ Smooth.
Yeah, everybody was.
So I was like, nah, I don't want that name. So that's when I just picked up another name.
Okay, and why DJing? Why not, do the rap stuff? Excuse me, why not be the MC or the rapper? Why DJing? Was it that experience that you had at your cousin's house, or why did you do it?
It was more so the experience of just knowing I can control a crowd for a whole night and have them partying. Like most parties that I would do, you're having a good party or a good situation going when you look at and you leave the club and you just sitting there watching people leave the club and everybody's drenched from sweat. And you look at the walls of the club, mirrors and pictures and stuff on the wall, and there's sweat coming down the wall. That's a good party. And I know a lot of times you go to clubs nowadays, you don't even get that. You'll see people standing up against the wall, or and that's just a different aspect of I call them veterans. That's what they bring. Like that, you keep the crowd moving.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Being that you were describing, what a great party or a great experience or some great memories were at that particular time or evening or night or to the dawn. Now, do you find that there's a particular crowd that actually just goes out to party? Like, is it still, do people still go out to dance, or, you seeing the shift in music and how it's changed? Like, how is that? Like, are there certain party scenes where people actually do go out there to party, or do people kind of just go out there?
Well, ultimately, everybody that step foot to go to a club, you don't take the time to get dressed and, as they say, you put on your, I can't even say Sunday best, I say you put on your Saturday's best. You go out to have a good time. So, and that's just, a lot of it now is just, when the younger generation, when they hit 21, they want to go out, but you still got the older crowd, that's up to about maybe 40, some maybe 45, that they go to clubs to have a good time. So it's still that age range. That's why I say it's like the average age range, club is, probably 27 to about 36. So most of them just go out to have a good time.
Out of all the cities and out of all the locations where you do what you do best, is there any particular city or crowd that you like to spin for, or any particular city that you say, hey, you know what, this city kind of rocks out?
That's hard to say because every crowd.
Because you make everybody rock.
I make everybody rock, but it's just like you get different vibes from different places that you go. Say like Vegas, you'll get a lot of people, and you have a lot of music oriented people in Vegas, to where like they'll come and they'll listen to all genres of music and have a good time. To where you go to Atlanta, like you mostly listening to like trap and hip hop. To where you go to New York, you can go from you know, like I said, from New York, you can go from a coldest blow all the way up, and you know, people will be singing every single song. You know, so it just the different aspect of, you know, who you perform in front of, and every crowd is different. So I can't have a set play this for Atlanta and I go to Miami. It's a whole different vibe.
And at the end of the day, you know, what's knocking was what DJ ScratchG Shotta is gonna put on his turntables anyway. So that's what's knocking. No matter what it's
I'll put them on.
Exactly. So DJ Shotta, are you kicking off any special projects right now? Like, are you working on anything, or what are you currently working on? Like your personal brand?
Man, we have a lot of things that we're working on right now. I got we're actually trying to build like a new MTV / like BET. So I got that working. We got
so that would be for like television then, right? It would be. It's kind of like
yeah. We're working on a television network.
You mean like the old MTV, old BET? The MTV used to like play. I was kind of.
Yep. That's what we're working on.
Hey, cool. Very cool. Can you tell us? Can you elaborate a little bit more on that project?
I mean, well, right now we know we're in the beginning stages of it. Like the network will actually be up later, like July, like somewhere around July 15th, I believe they said it'll be up and ready. But you know, we still got to put shows together, record, and you know, find actors, and you know, a lot of different things that we're gonna do with it. And then we're working on some tours. I have to, I don't know if I can get permission to say, Miss Terry I ain't trying to get beat up. But we have a couple of tours that, that we working on. We got the DJ Music Festival that we working on. So anybody want us to, bring it to their city, we can, bring that. We got a lot of things going on, just to help bring artists together and DJs together and, start a new movement.
Very cool. I think the culture needs that real hardcore music business. So, definitely appreciate just, having the insight on that and on the special projects that the culture is about to be introduced to. What do you want to let people know about, DJ ScratchG Shotta that they don't already know?
Well, I want to let them know if they come to a show, they're going to enjoy themselves.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Definitely, appreciate, your time for sharing your story about who you are, about what you're currently doing. I want to thank Terry, who's the link on this. So thank you for sharing your story. And can you just remind everybody, how they could get more information on the current projects that you're kicking off with, and everything that you do, and anybody who has any business interest with you, can you just remind everybody how they can get in contact with you?
Yeah, you can. Facebook is DJ ScratchG Shotta 1, or if it's Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everything else is just at ScratchG Shotta. If they don't know how to spell it, it's ScratchGSHOTTA.
Shotta. All right, my brother. So I want to thank you again, and support. You know what I'm saying? Any time when he's in your city, in your area, definitely support the legendary. I'm gonna throw that in front. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
'cause you're doing big things. Oh man, thanks for calling from Atlanta. You're originally from Chicago though, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you end up in Atlanta?
There's music business.
All right.
You know, I had to follow my boy Luda.
All right. Big boy.
Yeah. Luda, big boy, and my guys.
Yeah, I remember. Well, just around that time, like in '96, '98, big Luda tour buses were running around New York City. At that time, I was in New York. Yeah, I would just be somewhere, and a big tour bus would just end up there. The Luda.
Yeah.
Bonkers. All right, man. Big Shotta, man. Again, I just wanted to thank you for sharing your story, and look forward to learning more about you, what you're doing, what your camp is doing, and just updating everybody, you know, with your front page news. So thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right.